Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you Spanish 111. Hmm. All right, so this is our home page. When you're on the home page, you should see a bunch of bubbles. So I'm just going to kind of walk through each bubble. So the first one is the Start Here bubble. When you click on it, it is going to kind of introduce you to the class, give you some module objectives, a welcome video. Then these various bubbles take you to the module overviews for each page, for each week. Then you also have your verify your enrollment quiz and your academic integrity quiz. So that's all on that first page. Another tool you can use is these 3 bars open up a little navigation bar on the side. So I'm going to go back to the home page so I can talk about another bubble. This one is your instructor information one. It gives you information about me. Contact information. Whenever you see these embedded Nearpods, just remember to click through, make sure you've looked at all the slides. So I can keep clicking. I'm going to go back to the home page. The next bubble is the syllabus, which you can also find over, you should be able to find over on the side. I'm going to go back to the home page. There's student resources. This actually takes you to an external link, so you'll see it over on the side here. Then there's the course schedule. This is going to show you those. So it links you to the course schedule, which shows you the course schedule right here, but it also takes you to a link, I think, that will take you to those little bubbles. Making accent marks. This takes you to an external link. It's a Google slide. Just click on the slideshow, go through each slide and find the explanation that works best for you. There are multiple ways to make accent marks, and then also ways that depend upon what type of device you have. So if you click through this, it's going to show you Chromebook, Mac, PC, and then emoji keyboard. There's just videos and just various ways that you can make accent marks, so make sure you go through that. The missing work form. So Moodle works a little bit different. I mean, Canvas works a little bit different than Moodle. So what I have done is I have left assignments open, their cutoff date. So you have a due date, but then the cutoff date is going to be December the 1st. I cannot take anything past that date. And I understand there may be extenuating circumstances, but I really cannot take anything beyond that date. I think I'm being very, 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 very generous by even leaving things up until then. Beyond that date, though, I don't get an extension. Like when it's time to turn in final grades for you guys to go to graduation, or it's time to turn in final grades for people to transfer or to move or to register for the next semester, there is no extension for me. So like I have to have those grades in by the 1st to get everything graded, so I can get your final grades into the system so you can do all of those things. So if it is beyond the 1st of December and you're trying to turn something in, I will not take it. So anyway, the way this will work is you don't need to post in this missing work form everything. If it's something that get the computer grades and you see like 100 in there, obviously I don't need to see it. It's already populating. The only thing I need for you to put in that missing work form. Oh, my link is messed up. It's okay. I'll fix it. But the only thing that I need to see in this missing work form is if there is an assignment that you have not that needs for me to look at it, like a test or a quiz. If you think that it needs for me to look at an oral assignment, that is what I'd like you to post in the missing work form so I know to go in and look at it. But anything that the computer grades and you're already getting full credit for, please don't post in there. There's no reason for me to waste my time looking at it. And I'm going to talk about that book in a minute. Hopefully that link isn't messed up, which I can fix before you guys see it, but it would have just been nice to know before the video happened to fix it. So I'll talk about the book in just a minute, but then you can see this welcome, course information. One other thing, setting up your notifications, announcements, unlike they did in Moodle, do not push out to your emails. This video explains how to set it up in your notifications that announcements will go to your email, and I suggest that you do that, and this little video will tell you how to do that. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything except for the book. So in the past, you guys have had a code to get yourself set up in Pearson. It's been complicated. Now we have day 1 access. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, but you are going to want to flip through these slides and watch this video, because the very first time you go in, it's going to ask you to sign in with your Pearson account. And if you don't have one, it's going to tell you how to make one. And I'm not going to do that right now, but this video will walk you through that. So then I am going to click here and hope this works. Yeah, so every time you click that, it should take you to a screen that looks like this. You're going to click on Launch Courseware. Then you're going to click on, there's going to be another button that's coming up. It says like Open My Lab and Mastering. And then you're going to be in Pearson, what you guys know Pearson to look like. And it will have a calendar, and you'll be able to see your book. So here'll be your calendar, and here is your book, and you can look at other resources. Your assignments, though, I'm not going to put on the calendar. I've put them all in Pearson. So you basically are going to come here to get to your textbook, which is right here. Okay. Okay, so now probably the next thing you want to know is how do you twice? I have it open twice. You probably want to know how do you do your assignments? Okay, so you could go and click on, I think it was in the start here. These are these little bubbles, and all these bubbles take you to a module week overview, and that tells you all the assignments that you have to complete for the week, and you could click on them, but I don't think that's the most effective way to complete your work. What I think you should do is go over to this navigation bar, find your modules, click on modules, and start there. So there's going to be a getting started module and module over your SLO. You can go into those, but that's not where we really start with homework. We're going to start homework with, and I don't think I'm in student view anymore. We're going to start homework with week 1. So you will, let me get, goodbye. I mean, you're welcome to look at those things, but with homework, you're going to want to start with week 1. So the first thing you're going to see is this week 1 overview page. That's the page that I referenced. This is where it really lives. And after you should read through it, see what you're expected to know upon completing the work for this week. Then go down, click next. It's going to take you to the first assignment. You're going to complete that assignment. You're going to click next. Then it's going to take you to another assignment, which I have logged. All right, I'll fix that too. And it's going to take you to another assignment. I feel okay. And then you're going to scroll down, click next. It's going to take you to another assignment. These ones that actually say assignment are going to have this little begin button. If you see that, you're going to click the begin button, and that will take you to where you actually see the assignment as well as the instructions. Then you're going to click return. When you're done, it's going to take you back to this page, and you can click next again. And you're just going to click next through each of the assignments. Okay, so this is everything that's due in this first week. You just keep going. Complete an assignment, go on. Complete an assignment, go on. And maybe make note of where you stopped. Like maybe you just did like assignment to assignment 3 and you need to come back and do 4. Then you can go in your modules and just start with assignment 4. And how you'll know that you completed the work for the week is when you see this. You'll see a module wrap-up page that says stop. You have completed your work for the week. You can keep going though. Next, it's just going to take you to the next module. But you want to make sure you've done everything each week at a time. So what I suggest doing is once you reach this page and you've done all that work, go into your grades, which you can also find in that navigation bar. And when you go into your grades, you are going to see, so everything is due this week by the 18th, and you are going to see a status and a score. So if you don't see a score given, that's something that you need to complete. And your status, like this status is telling me that this assignment is missing. So that's something that I would need to, that seems weird. That's something I think I need to delete actually. So I would, okay. So you'll check here and you will see that it says like complete and you've got a score for everything. If you do, then you're good to move on. And then the next week you do the same thing. Everything's due by the 25th and then September the 1st and so on and so forth. And that is everything you need to know to get started with Spanish 111.